We come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. Here we go.
Hey, it's our game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Dallas. Into the game for the Lakers. Number 7.
To Barnes. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Surprising and shocking that the coaching staff would put somebody on the player of his magnitude that is more focused on the offensive end than he is stopping another player on the defensive end.
And a chance coming up at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Mavericks with the basketball. And takes it away. Inside, he scores.
I wonder who we're going to see tonight. Playoff Rondo or that other guy. Because when he's on top of his game, there is no one better in terms of IQ and also vision. Unless the offense isn't clicking, expect to see him breaking down the D and ensuring everyone gets fed.
Barea shot, no good.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Shot from the lane, won't go. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Here's Barea. 10 to the score. To Harrison Barnes. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off the Lakers. So the Mavericks will keep the possession. Barnes. Here's a chance from long range. And McGee there for the rebound. Here's Rondo with it. It's an 8-point lead. It's a big finish.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Dallas has it. Rejected by McGee.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Be alert! Be alert! Here it comes! Be alert!
To Nowitzki. Scores from the post.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Turns and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Nowitzki. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Josh Hart. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. Hart to Beasley. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Barnes to Nowitzki. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Runner's good there.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Lakers ball. Probing the defense to Beasley. Off the assist.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
To Nowitzki. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. It's going to stay with Dallas. Barnes. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Beasley. He's denied.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Dallas owns the basketball. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
To Beasley. Nothing going here on that drive. Beasley. Oh, had him going there for a second. Can't connect.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
In the front court comes Rondo. The lead stands at 9. To Josh Hart. Here comes the screen. The drive, right to the basket. In a flash, scores at the rim.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Here's Barea. His guys currently down by 13. To Barnes. Stuffs it down with authority. This is spiraling out of control.
And this is where you feel so bad for that assistant coach that had the defensive scouting report. You know he put in the time and effort to give you all the right tools to win this game. You've been caught out of position each and every time, which is the reason you're down.
Yeah, you don't want to make the boss unhappy.
I got him. I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
The shot almost.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Oh, he had him there for a second. To Josh Hart. Screen coming. Beasley. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. To Josh Hart. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Here's the three. Misfires. It's no good. Hart. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Second effort. And a putback slam. Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for the Lakers, number 2.
To Matthews. Nowitzki. To Matthews. No good. Oh, looked like he may have gotten him there. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
In the first quarter.
Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there. JaVale McGee. Mavs have it. Here's Barea. Trailing by 15 to Jordan. Nowitzki. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Not that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Number 5, Jose Barea.
No, he don't need no screen. He don't need no screen.
We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I return after this. It's the NBA on a Friday night, and it's on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Dallas with the possession. Smith to Matthews. Here comes the screen. Matthews to Dennis Smith Jr. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Now a step back.
My only concern with DS Jr. is that he needs to find an identity beyond being a highlight dunk waiting to happen. We've seen this before with guys like Vince Carter, who have had that much talent and also happen to possess a 48-inch vertical. You heard me correctly, a 48-inch vertical. Now that can be tough to break through being a one-trick pony, especially when people try to keep you in that box forever.
Matthews to Dennis Smith Jr. Smith with a shot, it won't fall.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Matthews. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Matthews to Dennis Smith Jr. Oh, he got a piece of it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Los Angeles, they have it. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Not that time.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Let's go, guys. It's go time.
Entering the game for the Mavericks, number 6, DeAndre Jordan. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers.
To James.
Pick.
To Ball. And the rebound comes down to Jordan. Mavericks with the possession. Smith to Harrison Barnes. Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go. Lonzo with it. His team on top by 8. To James. And scores on the step back. Smith now into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Barnes to Dennis Smith Jr. To Barnes. Barnes' shot, it's off. Great dish to set it up. Inside, he scores.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls.
Mismatch.
Take stock of the floor. Smith to Bagley. Barnes can't get the bounce. LeBron into the front court. Up a dozen. James to Kyle Kuzma.
Shot up.
Shot from the lane won't go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Screen coming. And he scores on the step back.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
The follow won't go either. LeBron into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Lakers at the controls right now.
Let's cut it.
Turned away by Barnes. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Ball.
Hey, watch this screen left.
To James. Trying to cash in, and he drains it. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Barnes. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Ball into the front court. Lead is 12. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. Good touch from Marvin Bagley.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Gets to the basket, but it's no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Just like Lynn Sandy in New York, whose mania took L.A. by storm his rookie year. There's no doubt he has crazy talent, but it's his heart that endears him to the fans and his teammates. Even though he was drafted late in the first round, Kyle Kuzma is the one.
Nice pass to get things going.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
To James. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I gotta be real here. I think he was the only one expecting to shoot that shot. The crowd, the coaching staff, every other player on the court, and myself, all of our mouths are left wide open right now.
Smith to Bagley. Barnes. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. Ball with it up top. His team on top. Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract because when you have a contract...
It's good, and it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. First half comes to an end. So far, it's been all Lakers.
The Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Lakers worked hard for their halftime lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Mavericks are down at halftime and in need of some momentum.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game drive. Bench points.
The Dallas Mavericks had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Mavericks with the basketball. Smith to Bagley. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Cut it, I got yours.
Knocked away at the rim.
Just incredible timing, and that's why.
Here's Barea. The deficit now up to a dozen. To Bagley, the drive, right to the basket. Lakers have it. Whoa, what a finish.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Smith.
For Los Angeles.
Free throws up and perfect. Barnes. Great look and vision. Rejected by McGee.
He blocked that with authority.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Lonzo Ball is so different. There's something special about a player that can always deliver the ball on time and on target. Let me break that down for you. The on-time part means the ball isn't delivered 1 second too late or 1 second too early, but at the perfect time for you to go right into your shot or make a play. The on-target aspect means that the ball is either delivered right in the pocket for a shooter, or for a big, it hits you right in the chest so you can go up for a slam. With his head constantly on a swivel, it's safe to say that Lonzo Ball is already an elite passer.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Into the front court comes Smith. Down a bundle. And it's Ball who blocks the shot. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. From the outside, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Has a look. Shot won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Dennis Smith Jr. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
My ball.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Shot by Barnes, off the mark.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Caldwell Pope, off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Smith to Bagley. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. JaVale McGee picked up by the Mavericks. That is great vision to set it up. Barea shot, no good. JaVale McGee to James. To the rim. Sent away by Jordan.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Dallas has it to Harrison Barnes. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Great feed. Caldwell Pope to Ball. Slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league You have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making...
Hey, that's our game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Dallas. Into the game for the Lakers.
Rondo into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen.
Left.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Dallas owns the basketball. To Barnes. Baseline drive. Got a piece to knock it away.
And it's not just about blocking shots. It's about the physicality of the game. How about on all these down screens, your bigs are bumping these guys off the screen, allowing you to catch up to the play defensively. That's why you're playing so well.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Taking advantage of the turnover.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Throws it up. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here's Barea. His guys down big. Screen coming. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Missed that one. You want to see more, knowing the defender was still right there. Los Angeles has the basketball to Josh Hart. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. And he makes them both.
Good shot.
To Beasley. Hart lobs it up. With the step back.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Screen coming. Goes to the right side.
Right.
Dallas with 4 to shoot. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. He'll take that any day.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Rondo with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2.
Oh, I see you've been working out, huh? Trap. Keep hitting.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Beasley.
Double team.
Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. To Harrison Barnes. Another chance. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
A couple of years ago, Harrison Barnes was one of those potential guys when he played with the Golden State Warriors. But he's really came into his own and found his stride as a solid NBA player playing the last 2 years for the Mavericks. He's developed a strong all-around game, averaging 19 points per game last season.
Dallas with the possession. To Barnes. Shot by Barnes, no good.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Another chance to Josh Hart.
I told you the screen was coming.
Inside, he scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Screen coming. Gets it in the right corner. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Has a chance. Barea shot, no good.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Trying to cash in. Second effort. Here's Barea. Looking to make something happen. Oh, nice swat.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Has a look. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Defense, let's go.
To Nowitzki.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Hey, kick me the ball.
To Beasley. JaVale McGee.
Shot.
Nowitzki with the rebound. To Harrison Barnes. And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Stepping in for Dallas, number 7.
Nowitzki. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot. Lakers ball.
Screen, I got your help. Shot.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Straight on three. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down with the Lakers in command. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. And that's...
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions. Stepping in for the Lakers.
Screen coming.
On your left. Here he comes.
Smith. From the painted area, won't go down. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep right corner.
Shut up.
Won't go. Gets a shot up off the mark.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Nowitzki. Scores from the post.
I understand the refs may have made some calls that make you a little bit hesitant defensively, but still, I'd rather you be aggressive than non-aggressive, because if you're non-aggressive, you need to sit on the bench next to the coach.
Here comes the screen. To Ball. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Nowitzki to Dennis Smith Jr. 4-3. Not going down here. Looking to take this all the way. And the finish, slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Beyond the arc for 3. Missed it. Hart looking for his man. Pass stolen by the Mavericks. Berea shot, no good. To Ball. Doesn't get the bounce.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Nowitzki. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Fires the 3. Won't go down. To Dennis Smith Jr. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend, every day.
Smith into the front court. Down a bundle. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Oh, yeah, me and you.
To Ball. Here comes the screen. To Ball. Beasley. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Beasley. Michael Beasley with the slam. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Hart.
1 minute left in the fourth quarter.
Trying to cash in. The jumper's off the mark. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Nowitzki to Dennis Smith Jr. Down to 5 on the 24. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
Okay, that's all right. You take your lumps and you move on. You did exactly what the game plan was defensively to guard a player like that.
To Ball. It's rebounded by Nowitzki. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Runner's good there.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory. They continue their unbeaten run. Red hot to start the season. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers,
Put one in the win column with a solid performance.
they were very opportunistic on defense, and it earned them a bunch of steals. Those first turnovers made all of the difference. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Mavericks.
Just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game.
And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming game for the Los Angeles Lakers. See y'all next